Hello friends, how are you? Are you enjoying? Welcome back to my channel again. I want to talk about myself. A lot of people are frugal. I am also a very frugal person. I don't spend my money, my time, my resources unnecessarily. I want to spend my money and my time wisely. I want to get the most value for my money. I don't like to waste the money. I want to get the maximum return for my money. But I am not cheap also. I still enjoy my life. I don't deprive myself of anything in life. I eat good food. I go for nice vacations. But I spend the money wisely. I don't just splurge. I don't waste money all around. I also make a budget. I know how much income I am earning, how much money I am spending, where the dollar is going. I know where the dollar is going. I try to minimize my expenses, make sure how can make it more efficient. The expenses of my dollar, I want to make them more efficient. I want to increase my income. I go for a lot of other part-time hustles and my regular job. I make sure I have enough income. I make sure my expenses are not more than 50% of my income. I have been working for 25-30 years now. I have never spent more than 50% of my income. I never spent. I saved my money. But saving is different from investing. Investing is different. Saving is different. Saving is the first thing that you have to do. I saved more than 50% of my income every year, and then I invested it. I just invested in plain vanilla, the index fund, Standards and Poor 500 index fund. I kept investing into that fund regularly every month. Mind you, I was always setting aside some money for investing throughout my working life and now also. On an average, I was getting, and I'm still getting, thanks to the Mr. Donald Trump, the economy, Mr. Obama, all the great people who have come in our lives and have done good jobs for the economy. My money grew. Average 10% it grew, average 10%. Some year it went up 30% also. But here I have to keep me in my controls. I keep my emotions in control. When the market went down in 2020 and 2022, there were a lot of paper losses in my accounts at that time. But I sit through those difficult times. I did not panic. I talked to my friends. Also, I talked to some financial advisor. They told me not to sell, baby, not to sell right now. If you have some extra money, invest into S&P 500 more now. I took their advice and it kept on investing. Compounded return. Now, I am fortunate to have large portfolio. At the same time, I also invest in some dividend ETFs. They have less volatility versus growth portfolios, but they give you some regular income. 4% dividend yield I am getting on them, and they have less volatility. At the same time, there is some growth in them also. But if you are going for purely growth You can go for tech stocks. I have some investment in chip stocks ETF. The symbol is CHPS. It went up in the last 6 months. I wasn't expecting. The stock market was going down in the first 3 to 4 months due to war in the Iran and everything. I was scared. I was even skeptical that if I had bought the right investments. But I still kept on thinking long term. You have to think long term when you are investing. Ignore the noise. Shut out the noise. Don't listen to every small news here and there. You focus on the long term, baby, long term. If you want to make money, learn from me. I am frugal person, but I made a lot of money. Saving, setting aside some money every month from my income. Living frugal, only spending on my needs and not on wants. Only spend on your needs. Wants, okay, sometimes, but not all the time. Also, sometimes you have impulse to buy something right away. I want to buy this right away. I want to buy this new phone right away. Take some time off. 1 day off, 2 days, 1 week off. Then think about it. By the time the impulse will go away, and you will have some time to consult with some other people, your friends, family, and you can do some research online. That will make you a wiser person. Then you can decide with cool head whether you want to buy that thing or no. Don't buy impulse and only buy your needs and wants only. Make a budget. When you're buying anything, make sure you compare the prices of the items from different websites, different stores. Don't just buy right for the first time. When you look at something and then you are impulsive to buy and just buy right away. I always make at least 3 comparisons. I always buy the reviews of the products before I am buying. When I buy my last phone, that phone, it only costed me $100 only. It was 64 gigabyte storage, 4 gigabyte memory storage, 4 gigabyte RAM, and all Android 13 phone I bought. It was not locked, it was unlocked. Everything is perfectly like a new phone. And the brand name is Kyocera, made in Japan. Kyocera brand name. I bought this phone. It says made in Japan. I bought this phone on the Walmart website online on flash sale for $99. Can you believe it? Everything is perfect, fine. It is refurbished. But I checked physically. Everything is fine. I checked going into the settings. I checked each and every option. I tried each and everything on the phone. And I have nothing to say, nothing to complain. Everything is perfectly working. And it has a warranty of 90 days still. So this is the way to buy things. You buy things, compare things, go to different website. You don't have to go with the impulse and buy the most expensive thing. And you also look for discounts. There are always discounts, deals. I go to my nearby thrift store and I buy the things there. When I compare them to Walmart, I find that this store, the thrift store, is way more affordable. Way more affordable. I can buy a shirt for $4. When I go to Walmart, that is for $19. The shirt is for $19. Can you believe it? And I buy 2 stools for my TV stands. $4.95 for each stool. Can you believe it? If you go to some store, it will be Walmart store or something, it will be not less than $99. So that's the way to spend the money. That's the way to spend the money. Spend it wisely. I buy the TV set for only $19. One Sony and one LG TV I buy $19 each. High definition TV. from thrift store. They also have 50% sales on some Fridays. We can take advantage of that. 50% sales they have, and they don't charge sales tax. They don't charge sales tax also. So take advantage of that. Go to the thrift stores, buy second hand, buy second hand, buy second hand options. They are also very good. They can work like new. They can work like new. Also, when I go for the picnics, I try to take my meals from home. Saves me a lot of money. You can cook your meals or you can buy frozen meals and then take them with you. You don't have to go to the restaurant when you are picnic. That will save you a lot of money. Follow my advice. I am a wealthy barber. I am a wealthy barber. If you want to be millionaire in 10 years, if you follow my advice and stay in touch with me, I will keep letting you know about the things. If you have some grocery items that are available cheaply, don't just buy small amounts, buy large amounts and put them in the freezer. You can freeze them and use them later. So that way you can enjoy good food at a lower price. Okay? If you want to enjoy good food at a lower price, you have to freeze the food and then enjoy it later. Are you checking the flyers every week, friends? Are you checking flyers? Please check the flyers in your area. I always check the flyers in my area. I go through and compare them. I also price match the flyers. I am getting watermelon for $3.44 now with price matching. Normally it is selling for $7.99. I am getting for half price. When I go to the store, they have some fruits and vegetables that are for quick sale. They are still good. If you look through them, they are still good. I buy for $1.49 3-pound grapes for $1.49. The regular price for grapes is $3.99 a pound. So these are the ways you can save money. I always save money like that. Buy grocery for the quick sale grocery items. I buy quick sale. Also, if you have a car, please sometime leave the car in the garage. Please leave the car in the garage. Why don't you take the bus, public transportation? The bus is nearby, the bus stop is nearby, the train station is nearby. Why don't you take the bus? Why you are afraid and or even shy to take the bus? The bus is cheap. In my area, it is about $3. The fare is $3 for the trip. You can take the bus for the $3 and then you can take the trip and go for up to 2 hours travel, unlimited travel for 2 hours. And you can go on vacation on the weekend on the public transportation. In my city, the day pass is only about $10. You can travel unlimited for $10. The whole day you can travel. As far as you want to go, as long as you want to travel. Keep traveling all day. From my city, I went to Niagara Falls and returned $10. Okay? Save money. Also, you don't have the risk of any traffic tickets, any accidents. If you go in the car, there is a risk of accidents, traffic tickets. Once I was turning right on an intersection. I was supposed to stop on the intersection. I didn't stop. I just kept going through. The cop was waiting for me on the other end. He gave me ticket, $250. He gave me the ticket. I didn't stop. Okay? I was very upset. But listen to this. I did not pay the ticket. I did not pay the ticket. I am a frugal person. I am not going to pay the ticket. I went to the court and set up the appointment to fight for my ticket. I went one time. in the court on my date. First of all, they sent me a notice to appear in the court. I missed that court date. And then they sent me the fine with the penalty. Then I went to the Justice of Peace. I talked to him. There were some medical reasons that I could not come and attend the court date. He listened to me. He agreed and he gave me a fresh date. I got a fresh date. I went there. They asked me in the court, "Are you guilty or not guilty?" I said, "I'm not guilty." Then they asked for the constable. They called for the constable who gave me the ticket. The constable was not present in the court. My case was dismissed. I had no fine to pay. The ticket was cancelled. No effect on my auto insurance. So I was very happy that day. And that is how you deal with the difficult situations wisely. Save money and deal with a difficult situation. If you are going through difficult time, take a pause, breathe, and before reacting, and then think about your next step. Okay? Don't worry too much. Spend the money wisely. Save the money. Invest regularly in an index fund. Index fund will grow 10% average per year. Don't go for individual stocks. I'm suggesting. I have invested in individual stocks. I have lost money in software stocks in the last 1 year. Almost 50% I lost money in software stocks. But I am still keeping them. They might recover. Even all of them are big name companies, big name stocks like Thomson Reuters, CGI, and a lot of other stocks like even McDonald. I lost money. Even Berkshire Hathaway, I lost money. But I am keeping them in my portfolio. And these are all big names. I thought I am investing in big names, and I lost money in big names. So spend money wisely and invest wisely. Don't try not to invest in individual stocks. Or if you want to invest in individual stocks, invest small amounts and go for index funds. Regular drip investing, regular monthly investing from your savings. Make a monthly budget. Don't spend too much money on credit cards. If you are spending money on credit cards, the interest rate is 19%. So if you want to take advantage of the credit facilities, I always pay the credit card on the due date, the full amount. I pay the full amount on the due date. I never carry it over to the next month. I know the interest rate is 18%. So you don't want to be charged 18% interest rate when your savings in the bank are earning only 2% per year. So that's not wise to pay 18% interest. Mortgage also, if you want to pay off the mortgage, stay tuned to me. I will let you know in my next episode. I am a frugal person. I live a luxury life on a frugal budget. Friends, I am happy to share my tips with you. I hope you are enjoying life. I hope you will be saving money and investing money and be achieving more success in your financial journey. If you have any question or comments, let me know. How are you doing with your individual stocks portfolio? How are you spending your money in your day-to-day life? Let me know. I might help you with some things. Have a nice day. Enjoy the nice weather today, and I will see you in my next blog. And please take care of yourself I again welcome you to my channel. See you next time.